Greetings folks, Dunman here, and today we're going to be continuing with our tutorials of Alex's Caves. Today we'll be diving into the second biome, which is... I don't know if it's my favorite biome yet. It kind of is, but I haven't played the mod, so it could be a different one, but for now, this is the one I love. It is the Primordial Caves with the dinosaurs and a bunch of other stuff that we are going to take a look at right now. The book provides a little bit of lore to this place. Apparently, the Primordial Caves have been separated from the rest of the world for millions upon millions of years, and so all the big scary stuff is down there. Stone variant around the cave, this like sandy colored block, is limestone. While walking through the Primordial Cave, if you look up, you'll see this like glowing stuff on the ceiling. This is amber soul, a special kind of amber which keeps the Primordial Cave nice and well lit. And it's basically daytime down there constantly, so there won't be any mobs spawning, but you know, there's dinosaurs, so you have bigger problems. And the amber soul also helps a bunch of trees grow down there. Most of these are Puan trees, but there's also ancient jungle trees, curly ferns, cycads, and fly traps that I'm reading from the book at this point. Also moss, grass, and muddy lakes. So yeah. That's what you're going to be stomping across. In the resources section of the book gives us like a bunch of different random facts, including that you can turn limestone into spears, which can be thrown or just can be used for general stabbery and pokery. Limestone can also be smelted into smooth limestone, and if you use charcoal on it, it will make cave paintings. Puan trees create pine nuts, which can be eaten. And ancient jungle trees produce tree stars, which are a favorite food of a bunch of stuff that lives down there. Now it's mob time. First of all, we have the Subterranodon. This big old flying goober can be spotted flying across the Primordial Caves. They are neutral, so they won't bite you unless you bite them. Sometimes you'll find their nests or their roosts on the big pillars that are across the caves holding it up. And if you give them cod, you can breed them, at which point they will lay eggs, which can hatch into more Subterranodons. But if you give them Trilocarus tails, which is a mob drop from a mob that will come up in a while, they will be tamed. And once tamed, they act like dogs, they follow you around, you can make them sit down, but their most important feature is allowing you to fly using them. To make them stand up and sit down, you have to shift right-click them, but if you only right-click them, you will hold on to their feet and start to fly. Now they can't fly for too long, so you'll have to land often, but still, it's flight. It's elytraless flight, which is pretty cool. Hey, yo, we are less than 3,000 subscribers away from 10K. We are closing in, so subscribe. Subscribe right now. I did that in one breath. Back to the video. Raptors are pack hunters. They gang up on their prey. Depending upon how many of them there are, their prey can be small or big, and depending upon how many there are, their prey can be you. Packs will usually have an elder. Now, the elder is the alpha of the pack. You can usually tell this guy apart by the orange markings, and they'll be slightly bigger. While hunting, if the elder gets taken out, the pack will usually disperse and run away. They are clever girls, though, because they can open doors and they can take stuff out of chests, especially meat. And if they find dino nuggets, they will become relaxed. Whatever that means. But if you were to catch a Raptor in this post-dino nugget relaxed state, you can feed him... Oh god, you can feed him more. You can feed him serene salad, and they'll be tamed. Once tamed, they're pretty useful combat mates, as they have all of their little clever fighting abilities. And yeah, it's you can do Jurassic World, fighting alongside raptors. Tamed raptors, which take a bunch of damage in battle, will enter stealth mode and start to heal, and will only return to battle once they're fully healed. Also, they can be bred with dino nuggets, and the babies will imprint on you if they hatch near you, just like Chris Pratt. The Grottoceratops is a large, hulking, big herbivorous creature, which the book is really mean to for some reason. I mean, come on, I'm gonna read it out. Listen to this. Grottoceratops are large herbivorous dinosaurs that seem to think only ever of eating more plants. Brutal. If you don't think that sounds mean, say it like a Yo Mama joke. Then you'll understand your mother is an animal who only ever thinks about eating more plants. Oh god, but we're getting off topic. They are the only source of fiddleheads, which are these plant thingies that are left behind after the Grottoceratops has chomped up a curly fern. If you attack them, they will fight back, they will use their horns and their tails, so watch out. They breed with tree stars, and if you manage to take one down, you will get some tough hide and some dino chops. Relicheirus is a tiny itty bitty little creature swimming through the lakes of the Primordial caves. They mostly get eaten by stuff. Yeah, okay? That's their job, mostly. You can also take them out to get their tails, which are used for the flying thingies and some other thingies. And, yeah, you can bucket them up. They will bite if you bite them first. Yeah, that's the Relicheirus. The Relicheirus is a giant feathered dinosaur which can be found rarely wandering through the Puan trees. Like all the other dinos, it is also a neutral mob, so watch out for its dagger-like claws. It uses its long neck to eat stuff off of trees, and it also can go down into the lakes and gobble up any Relicheirus that it finds. Okay, I found this feature nuts even when I was making the Everything We Know About Alex's Chaos videos. If you give this thing something called Primordial Soup, it will go absolutely nuts and bash his head into the trees till they fall over. This is by far the craziest way of getting wood in any mod that I have discovered. Okay, that is awful. That is malicious. I'm gonna do it. I am going to do it. If you manage to hunt this thing though, you will get dinosaur chops and heavy bones. The Tremorsaurus. This thing is crazy. This thing is the T-Rex stand-in for the biome. And just like a T-Rex, you will hear this thing coming because every time it stomps, you'll feel the earth shake and water in lakes and cauldrons and stuff will ripple. When they hunt, they can roar, which will send all of the creatures around them running in terror. They can bite you, they can pick you up in their jaws and shake you around violently because they can. Let's talk about the process of taming one of these things. You need a primitive club, which is a big old weapon, and you hit them in the face with it until they get dizzy, and then you give them serene salad. And if they wake up and they're angry, you do it again till they're not. Once tamed, they can be made to sit, they can be made to follow you, or just walk around. You can ride the damn thing and attack mobs with it, and you can also use the roar attack to send a bunch of enemies running in terror. They can be bred with dino chops, and the babies will imprint on you once they're born. If you kill a Tremorsaurus, first of all, congratulations. Second of all, they will drop heavy bones and dino chops. Alright nerds, are you ready to talk about some utilities? Here I go. When you're digging around in amber, sometimes you'll find an amber curiosity. Now this thing can be crafted into an amber monolith. Amber monoliths are these mysterious structures that can be found across the biome, and what they do is they repopulate an area. They're basically spawners. If the dinosaur population drops, this thing will pick it back up. These things are part of the Primordial Caves lore. The book says that they may be the reason life has hung around for so long, so yeah. Magic amber pillars. That's why dinosaurs still exist. Now the food items that are found there can all be cooked, and also this is how you make serene salad. In order to go with the serene salad, you also have the seething stew, which will give people an angry effect, and this is how you make that. And you also have the primordial soup, which is made like this. Take a good look. Remember, 12 dino nuggets can be crafted from the cooked dino chops. Using the heavy bone and plants found around the biome, you can craft the primitive club, which is a weapon and also is used in taming the Tremorsaur. You can also use the heavy bones with the tough hide dropped by the Grottoceratops, and you can craft the primordial set, which will grant you a bunch of different buffs such as a boost in saturation from eating meat. So that is it, guys. That is everything that you will need to know before going down deep and fighting some dinosaurs. So yeah, that is it. What do I have anything to say? Not really. See you in a couple days for what is next. I don't remember. It's either the fish one or it is the nuclear one, because I'm pretty sure the bat one is the last one. So on that note, guys, I hope you've liked, I hope you've commented, and I hope you've subscribed. And for now, a goodbye.